Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 119. I believe that is the right episode. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. Cool. So it is just me and DA.
The important people.
Yes.
The good uns.
The optimists, the funny people, the most important.
The best editors, the most handsome.
Yes. Most, Wait, can I claim? Well, I've won a lot of awards with one video, so I'd say most award winnings.
Yeah, there you go. And hey, I'm going to say something that can't be proven otherwise until the person gets here. BG is into bestiality. Prove me wrong, BG.
What? You can't? Oh!
So I guess you're just into horse porn now.
Yeah. He's on stream.
Maybe show up next time.
He's on stream.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Hey, horse porn BG. Prove me wrong.
There's going to be a couple of domains saved. horsepornbg.com. .net. .gov. You know, just cover the bases.
.edu. Really?
BG's education on horse fucking. Now you see, children.
Do it. This ends this lesson. Come back next week when you can do it and not die.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't figured that out personally, but we'll learn together.
Yep.
Because I am BG and I'm into bestiality.
This is what we call a control experiment. If you live, congrats. Experiment successful. So the reason he's not here is something to do with pizza. Like, what the fuck happened?
This bomb. Now, I'm like a pregnant woman. When I'm like, I'm hungry for something, I want it, and I'm just like, no matter what, I'm like Big Mom. I'm tearing through stuff.
Excuse me while I eat
So I'm
my
like,
own pizza.
I'm like, I really, really want some pizza. And I had to do something earlier today, so I'm like, all right, VG, could you order me a pizza, get yourself one, ask Chris if he wants one, our little brother, we can have a nice little pizza party. He's like, all right. I go, I'm like, I'll be back at around 1 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock. I come back at 2. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't get anything to eat. I'm like, just mouth water, just walking up like, yeah, it's pizza time. I went by a Family Dollar. I'm like, oh, our dog ain't got no food, but I'll get that right after I go get me some meat. I'll just come right back up here, no problem. But I gotta get me something to eat first, because I'm hungry, and it's go time. Yeah, boy. Walked into the house, I'm like, I don't smell any pizza. What's going on here? What's wrong? I walked by. I'm like, hey, Chris, did BG order any pizza? He was like, no, something happened with the Domino's. There's some electrical problem or something. I don't know. He walks away. I'm like, BG, why didn't you? And that's when the text chain happened. Because I'm like, text me to let me know so I can give me something to eat. Because I'm sitting here hungry and I got nothing. That's why BG is into bestiality. Until proven otherwise.
I've had that before too, where it's just like I maybe had like leftovers or something in the fridge, and it's like I was going home from work. I'm just like, they're there. Have like some leftover Indian food. It's gonna be fantastic. And then my roommate accidentally ate it.
And you like, yeah, I'm about to make me some pancakes. Oh, I don't have any eggs. And you just sitting there just salty.
You just like, and you know me, I don't like to be angry at people. So I just sit there and seethe.
Just like quietly by yourself. You're like, man, oh, next time he asked me to go get toilet paper, I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna get the 1 ply.
Next time it's just like, I'm gonna do it, but
add a little salt to it.
But yeah, like my biggest thing with living with people and like especially food, I have no problems sharing food. All I ask is that you ask.
Yeah.
As long as you say,
don't just...
hey, can I have a Mountain Dew? Sure. Could I have some of the stuff that you made? Sure. I'm usually more than willing to give. But if I'm like expecting something to be there and it's not,
the worst feeling in the world.
Awful. So did you end up getting pizza?
No.
Okay, now I feel bad about eating pizza on the cast now. I was thinking of I thought the text as I was driving home. I'm like, you know what, pizza sounds good. I'm gonna order myself pizza.
Oh man, the worst.
Oh,
and there's this place downtown.
How did that delay him that much?
I do not know. I don't know what's going on with him. What he's doing right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, they have a power. I guess they delayed it and then he waited for it. But still, 2 hours.
Oh.
And those are some good friends, I will say. I don't know these people, but just the fact that it's just like, hey, I thought we were supposed to hang out. No, hold on. I'm waiting for pizza. Oh, okay.
That's cool. 2 hours? All right.
Basically, all of my friends would be like, fuck you, we're going without you. Oh. So well, I just have late. What?
He was late. He don't have any pizza, and I'm just angry. So nobody, and he's not here. So it's just a 2-man cast with salty, tired DA and no bestiality BG. So nobody's winning.
So I only got one cool thing to talk about. The rest I just have like new shit. So just going through just the news. Spider-Man, his suit has been revealed for the next movie. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's the black and red one.
Yeah, it's like subtle differences, but that's the big one, is the blue and the black. I guess like in some old comics, it was like a dark blue going on black, like how they shaded it. It's just what I think they're going for, because they could pretty it up in post. I don't know.
Yeah, they could do a Man of Steel.
Ugh. Don't like paint a picture of that movie with Spider-Man. Like that's like sacrilege.
I mean, yeah.
Actually, on the DC front, the Flash standalone film got delayed. I don't know why exactly, but
until forever. Bye.
Yeah. So, they probably listed some reason, but I think the actual reason is let's see how Aquaman does before we invest millions of dollars into this film. You know, see how that goes.
Good luck.
Yeah. Venom is still going strong.
Have you seen it?
I got busy again. This weekend.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's also kind of saddening. I'm like, it's not worth it. It should have made its $80 million opening weekend and just made like $15 more, because that's what it deserves.
There's really nothing else out too. You got to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw in the second week it had the same percentage dip as Infinity War did, as far as like how like wow earnings. Whew, words. I had, for some reason, tangent, multiple times last week while I was at work. So I do web design, and one of the things, you know, web design, you like how you orient stuff on the page is your layout. And multiple times I had to talk about layouts, and I couldn't remember the fucking word layout. I don't know why.
You would think that you would need that most of all.
Yeah, like because there's like different like languages or different frameworks for like doing different things, and I'm just like, yeah, I tend to use this thing over Bootstrap just because I don't like the it's like when the thing where it's like you put stuff on a page and I kept explaining it. And I was just like, why the fuck can I remember this word?
Everybody's looking at me. I'm not crazy.
Ugh. What else do I got in here? Iron Fist got canceled.
Yeah.
After 2, like they're gonna do different shows. Like, for Luke Cage, he's gonna show up for Heroes for Hire, and then Colleen Wing is gonna do the buddy cop thing with Misty Moon. They have like duo pairing, so the characters aren't gone, but his solo series is donezo. Which, from what I've heard, the second season wasn't that bad.
That's what I heard too, but I also heard very much like Ruby, too little, too late.
Yeah. I want to talk about that trailer, but I want to save it. I want to save it. I want to save it. Continuing the trend of Bowsette, she via mod, she is now playable in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, why? What is this? Who asked for this? Whatever.
Because people have a lot of time on their hands.
And as long as you thirsty enough, somebody will be there with a glass of water.
Oh, in fucking deed. Gallons for her. Gallons and gallons of water.
It's starting to die down, but there's always gonna be people flying them flags.
If the level of thirst was like, and if the amount of thirst quenched was legitimate water, Flint would not have a water problem right now.
Oh man, it's just ridiculous. It'd be like Water World over there. It's too. Stop it. It's too much.
Pristine, as far as the eye can see. People would think that a glacier melted. The caps are gone. And the only other thing I have is I briefly played Super Mario Party. I got that, and it is the classic Mario Party. I am very, very excited to play it.
That's very
at Yoma.
Very good.
It's interesting. Like the levels are smaller, but the dice, the normal dice blocks only go up to 6 now, so you don't traverse as far. And each player or each character has their own unique dice block. So picking characters isn't so much about picking your favorite character now as it is like actually
strategy.
Yeah. And as excuse me, there's certain places on the map where you can get allies, where it's like a random pick of whatever characters aren't being played. They come, they give you their dice block, which you can use, and then as you roll, they will give you an extra 1 or 2 on your rolls. So that's a cool little mechanic that they added. But yeah, I cannot wait to play it.
Yeah, that's
Chaos.
gonna be
Bring back
chaos,
the chaos.
but also mad fun.
Just that moment when Bestiality BG got so angry.
Then he just started banging that dog. We were all just sitting there watching, like, should we stop him? Or?
My neighbors got really mad. Like, it was their dog.
Big black man, you know, what can you do?
We were just in the basement, and all of a sudden we just heard yelping, and it was too little too late at that point.
Disgusting.
Dominance had been asserted.
There's only one alpha male, and who's gonna fight him for that title after that?
Not us.
Certainly not
that
me.
That is a throne that he may reign. So this weekend, I got to see Ninja Sex Party for the first time in concert.
Oh, they were playing near you?
In Cleveland. So went home, just was staying at my mom's. It was at the Agora. The P in PG stands for bestiality. Bestiality good.
Until proven otherwise.
Until proven otherwise. BG stands for bestiality good. So Ninja Sex Party was playing at the Agora, which is like Killswitch Engage is played there. It's very akin to like a House of Blues, like a bordering mid to big venue. And like I had been there last summer to see Defiance's last show. It was pretty packed, like obviously hometown band. I've seen a couple other shows there.
A little under 2,000 capacity.
I drive up to the parking and I just see this line wrapped around the fucking block.
And you just start sweating. You're like, that's never good.
I'm just like, holy fuck, there are so many people here. And I was one of the last people inside just because I got there at like 5 before the doors opened, just because I don't know why I was underestimating the internet, but I did.
Yeah, they were just on Conan or
yeah, it was on Conan, yeah.
Yeah, so you should have known.
Well, Conan, like, that's normal people. Like, no, I don't think anyone who saw the Conan performance was like, oh man, I'm gonna get me a ticket. Like,
I'm sure there was at least 1 or 2 people.
I don't know, man. I feel like that was sold out way before.
All right, fair enough.
I was kind of pissed I didn't get a VIP ticket because I didn't see them on sale, which, very appropriately, their VIP ticket prices were $69.69.
Of course it was. Of course.
And they have a song. It's called 69.69. So I get in. Their merch line is just ridiculous. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go try and find a spot. Got a drink. Walk. Front area completely full. I managed to find a spot on like the left-hand side, like 2 rows up, that I had a very clear view of the stage. And I have some videos too. He was like, "All right, I found my spot. I'm staying here." And they had 2 opening acts. One was a like funk rock band called Planet Booty, and they were really good. I enjoyed them a lot. The lead singer definitely has a Freddie Mercury thing going on, and yeah, they put on a good show. Then Twerp played, which is Ninja Sex Party's backing band. They as well put on a great show. Like bands will like they jive or jib with the crowd and stuff, and just about every song that they had, they labeled a number. It's like, so, all right, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is song number 16. I think it's Captain Meowch. All of the band members of Twerp wear costumes, and no one knows what they really look like or what their real names are. Very Daft Punk, and their music is very Daft Punk inspired. And I'm actually gonna look up their names real quick, just because it's annoying me now. But I think it's Captain Meowch. Every song he's like, "This song goes out to all the ladies out there tonight," and just woo. And it got to the point where they keep setting that expectation. They have a song about like respecting the planet Earth, and it's like, Captain Meowch, you have something to say about the song, right? It's like, this song goes out to one lady tonight. Everyone's like, ooh, so it was Mother Earth. But yeah, they put on a fantastic show. They are, my buddy Ian, who you've met, they are his cup of tea. Cup of tea to a T. Man loves Daft Punk, and he loves dancing and like groove music. So I need to show them more to him. Okay, I'm pulling up their Wikipedia page. Commander Meowch, not Captain.
Close enough.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of like any other moments. The lead singer, whose name is Dr. Sung, he came out on one of those hoverboard things. Then I, at that point, had to pee really bad.
No, you don't, Mike. No, you don't.
I got through their set, and I was just like, okay, there's probably going to be a break. I hear music come on. I'm like, fuck, they're coming right on after Twerp. So I bared with it as much as I could, but they got to a song that was like a Twerp song that I like wasn't a super big fan of, and I just sprinted to the bathroom, got back by the time the song was done. But yeah, Ninja Sex Party put on an awesome show. I saw the Conan performance, and I thought they were performing nervous, and they've released an interview since then, and they were really fucking nervous just because
Conan.
For the first time in their careers, they were playing for an audience that they didn't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's not your audience.
Yeah, like they've been.
It'd be like and basically any rock band coming to Detroit is like, it's a bunch of black people here. What are we cool?
But they played through a whole bunch of different songs. They played Danny Don't You Know. They had this whole like skit thing with this like giant laser Robosaurus that it was like a cartoon that played in the background, and at one point like Danny got done playing a song, and then he goes, "Oh, what is that up in the sky? I must leave. I am such an amazing actor." He just runs off stage, and then they play this whole little instrumental piece with the animation in the background. It's like Danny dodging all these lasers and stuff, and by the end of, and then Robo Lasersaurus comes out in costume, and then the band hyping up the crowd, sends him away, and then it's like, oh, I see that. Was it Ninja Brian and to a lesser extent Twerp have defeated my army. Yeah, and then they played a like piano acoustic version of Dinosaur Laser Fight where they wheeled Brian up on this big high-rise like wheelie section with a like, keyboard on top of it, and apparently Cleveland has won the most obnoxious high-rise for Brian to stand on. We had the tallest one.
So that's something.
Yeah, but the show was great. But the big thing, one, I have never seen the Agora that packed. It was stupid how fucking packed that place was. I have a video of just the crowd, and there was just the low section. There's like seats above that were probably all full, and then there's just a ton of people on the merch line. And I have never heard a show that loud before, like the crowd being that loud. Just singing the lyrics, singing to all the crowd chant parts, just in general, just screaming their heads off. It was awesome. I've never had a live show experience like that before. It was really cool. And then as when the show ended, they had their, ending. They played Danny Don't You Know, and they came out and played 2 more songs. As every band does, basically. Show ends. I decide to tough out the merch line, which I was there in line for like an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeesh.
But I turned around, and this one dude had the Zelda hat that I own. So I started talking to him, and turns out the other dude has a tattoo. We just started just talking Zelda the entire fucking time, and also shared AMV stuff, and some of them went to MatsuriCon, so I'm like, hey, maybe you should come to the VES, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Here's my YouTube. So I got some shirts and stuff, and was walking out, and it was like kind of close to midnight. And go to my car, and my car is actually parked right outside their tour van. And there's like a group of 10-ish or so people that are just standing out there. So I get in my car, turn it on, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick around.
You just take a couple steps to the right, like, hey, maybe something will happen here.
Oh no, I was sitting in my car. My heated car.
Oh. Like a punk.
Yep.
Like a punk.
Yep.
Boy, I beat this out of you. People out there in the fairly cold. It got really cold recently. Some people may
did
not have
dip
been expecting it.
It dipped pretty hard. Like it was.
So you just said it. Yeah.
Yep.
You big orange pumpkin. Why these people out there, the real fans, waiting?
So
you a bum.
And
How do you feel about horses, Mike? I'm starting to get suspicious.
There's no joke for loan, thankfully. I was trying to think of one. There's a bunch of bums, I will say. A bunch of people were sitting in their cars. But I was like, I stayed for like a half hour to an hour, and then I see someone walk out the tour van or tour bus, and I was like kind of looking, I'm like, oh wait, that's Brian. He just doesn't have his mask on. So I start walking up, and then Danny walks out, and I got to have a quick little 5-second conversation with each of them, take some pictures. Danny had this like very furry like foo-foo jacket on, just it's like, yeah, it keeps me nice and cozy in these cold Cleveland nights.
Hey, you do what you do. If you gotta walk out looking like Bane, you do that.
Yeah. But yeah, just overall fan-fucking-tastic show.
That's good.
Would do again. I'm hoping once Starbomb's 3rd album comes out that they do a Starbomb tour, or at least have a Starbomb aspect to the show.
Yeah, maybe this was just like a sort of test to see if they could draw, and since they are doing apparently pretty well, maybe they'll come back again.
They've been doing tours in some of the bigger cities, but this is like a legit tour all over the country. Like, this is the first time they came to Cleveland. Twerp has been to Cleveland before, but Ninja Sex Party mostly kind of stuck to West Coast, East Coast, like just the big cities. But yeah, I mean, during the show, they're like, well, I guess we got to come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I in all honesty, like, next time they're doing a tour, if they come to Detroit, I might get a hotel room for a day. Especially if you'd want to go.
Yeah, because I do like some of their songs. I brush up on them a little bit to see so I could get into the mood, and I totally go.
What is the temperature in Detroit right now?
Cold as balls.
So it is
uncomfortably cold.
It is 48 in Columbus right now. What is the temperature in Tampa Bay, Florida, Mr. Versus? You never understand.
We sitting pretty at 44 right now.
Yeah, it's because last week, Monday, it was fucking 80.
It's ridiculous.
It was 80 and humid, and by the time it got to Friday, I was like, oh fuck.
I went outside to take out the trash, like, I think it was Tuesday. I'm like, the day before I'm walking out in shorts, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, and then I'm starting to think, like, where's my jacket? I'm going to have to start breaking that out right about now.
Is 80 in Florida.
See, when I get older, I'm a live somewhere that is just a constant. It doesn't dip any lower than 70. Sure, it'll get up to 120, but it'll never go lower than 70.
Jamaica,
and that's heaven.
Bahama. Work on your accent and grow out your dreads again, my friend.
Sort of slip into the crowd of Jamaica. Jaman, welcome back.
I don't remember if I've told the story before, where I got like almost like violently accosted by a Jamaican salesman when I was on vacation once. We were on some excursion for a cruise with my dad, and I was like 11. We were, and of course this excursion has you walk through this whole little shopping plaza area with a bunch of vendors, and there's this dude that is like selling like knickknacks and other shit, and his pitch is like, no, me coming up to you, man, just you come up here, look up what you want. It's like, he's like, no hassle here. And I walk past him, and I have like this watch on. I don't necessarily remember it being a nicer watch, but it was just like, you know, a typical watch you'd probably see on an 11-year-old, like the multiple like different ways to tell time, like the cool kind of watch back then. And he points down at it, and he goes, "You!" He points at me. "I will give you anything in the store for that watch." It's like, my dad just like, keep walking. Just, like, I wouldn't have really thought
it down, not for me, not for us.
I would have like not thought of anything at all, and but he gave that pitch at the beginning. No coming up to you, man. And then
he starts coming up to you like, what happened to your guarantee?
Oh boy. God, I haven't been on like a legit vacation. I've never, save for RTX, I've been wanting to go on a vacation by myself, just somewhere. I don't give a fuck where, how I get there. Just, I've had like, you know, family vacations, but there's just, you know, you're with your family, you kind of have to hang out with your family.
Yeah, it's just something about going where you want, doing what you want to do, whenever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't like, I guess you could consider cons vacations, but
you're sort of tethered to the con.
Yeah, there's that. Like, have you seen the Colossal Cons doing a cruise?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like a 7-day cruise that is also a convention.
Yeah, they're crazy enough to do that. Colossal Con is legit fun.
They have like 3 of them now.
Yeah, there's Colossal. I think it's like Colossal Con East as well. It's ridiculous.
And I think West.
Yeah, it's good.
And
like
then
it's a really good con. I've only been there twice, but I've always been like, this is a really well run con. It's fun.
I went there once, but it was my first convention ever. I was in high school, and it was not at Kalahari. The one thing I remember, it's not this way anymore, but I always referred to Colossal Con as the Full Metal Alchemist Con because Aaron Dismuke, Travis Willingham, and Vic Mignogna always went. They were always there. So they always had an FMA panel. But yeah, like I don't know if I could do 7 days of a convention though.
Yeah, like I said during when I talk about going to pony cons, it starts to get a little too much. Where Saturday around 2 or 3 o'clock, I'm like, I just want to go home. That's when I gotta sort of break away and go to the game room or go get something to eat and come back refreshed. But it's always a moment where I'm just like, all right, this is too much, pony. Chill out, everybody.
This is too much pony.
Said BG never.
Still one of my favorite moments in our podcast history is every time I walk into the room, I see pony shit. You hear you walk away. You hear you walk back. I didn't see nothing. Were you staring at the ceiling? How much have you toned down, or is there more?
Well, I make art, so I've made a couple pony ones. But the room that we have for our podcast, for our games and stuff, it's just sort of like a media room. It's a couch. It's a nice, pretty nice room, and there's my art is all over the wall. So in order to get more art up, I'd have to take some stuff down. So old posters that I don't like anymore, or just filler stuff, I took down, and I've regrettably had to take down a couple pony posters.
In order to have more room, I just built more walls.
If I could, boy, I would, because I'm out of space.
If you conceivably kept doing this for like another 20 years, do you think you could fill a like 3-bedroom house? Just wall to wall. Because you make like what, 30 you have for a convention every time?
Easy. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of one wall so you can see what I'm working with. Just so you can see, where is my camera? Oh, there it is.
A labyrinth. That's what I'm gonna see. Oh man, I don't think I could even get like enough Zelda shit to do what you do just with art.
Well, that's Zelda. It's a one thing, This is it's any anime or TV show that I can look at. It's just like, hey. Okay. So I got this new messenger app. I don't know where pictures are.
You are not alone, by the way. The lady that I'm talking to right now.
This is actually just one half of one wall.
The lady that I'm talking to right now, she had random shit happen while she was messaging me. Like text sending later, or not sending at all, or randomly deleting some of my text.
Yo, sick of that.
So, it's not you. It's not your phone.
So hopefully it's just a messenger app.
Apparently.
Did you get the text?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So that's like one half of a wall.
Okay, you got a little room.
Yeah, there's a room. There's always
you
room.
can wiggle some white space out of the.
No. I took some of that off right there at the bottom right, so I can start packing for Yoma. That used to be full, homie. Make no mistake about it. So yeah, I could totally fill up a house. But
I feel
in about a year. Holy crap, it's ridiculous.
I feel like I saw something that you had posted recently. Oh. That's what it was. There's more to Yakwak's power than meets the eye, and it's just all the fucking eyes.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. I
just found that funny. Hey, you ain't bashing my boy Yuha.
Okay, so what's his name? Because what you said is not what's spelled in front of me.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like I said, there's an Arabic name. There's an Israel name, a Jewish name. There's the way that the Japanese pronounce it. There's the way that the Americans assume that it's pronounced until we get a concrete name. We ain't got one. I think Breach, one of the dumb Bleach mobile games. I think they may have said it, but I don't know 100% sure. I know he's in it, but I don't know if he said it. But yeah, it's like YWAHTCZ. What? It's ridiculous. So yeah, I've heard some people go way high. I've seen Yuhabach. I just go Yuhabach.
I say shitty villain.
Yeah, well, one of the worst. What? Speaking of which, I did not get my panel for Yoma.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was hyped about it. I'm sitting there just
Did they give you a reason?
No, they never give a reason. It's just one of those things. But then
you're promoting hatred.
They got this little Facebook thing where it's like, hey, advertise your paddles if you got one, and somebody like, yep, I got my 7 paddles. I'm like, 7? I couldn't get one. But it's a lot of people going with safe panels, just LGBT and animation and Japanese 101. It's like, take a chance. Put me in a smaller room, and if I don't make it, I don't make it. They'll just go with the safe junk. So yeah, I was a little salty.
I would love to, like, if it had like some kind of video component to it, we could do it at VES for Matsuri, but I don't know. Or we could just fucking talk to. We could maybe make things happen. I don't want to make any claims on the internet.
First off, it would have had video component because it would have been a panel where it's just like, check out this moment, and I'm going to tell you why this moment is terrible. That was my whole plan. But you know.
Oh, wow, that's actually pretty high. I just pulled up, so the Titans show premiered. The Fuck Batman Titans show. I just pulled up the Rotten Tomatoes for season 1, and it's currently sitting at 82%. Fresh.
Hey! But you also have to count for a margin of error of people, of the DC fans, just like, we gotta upvote this no matter what because it's DC. Just to show that, hey, not only Marvel, DC too. Yay, hooray!
One of the negative reviews is Titans might as well arrive carrying a sign that says, ask me about my edginess. Just, yeah, like, from what I've read, that actually the weakest link so far, just from an acting standpoint, is Raven.
Oh, really?
Or at least early on. It's like been 1 or 2 episodes that have come out. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not seeing what episode. The second episode comes out on the 19th. Yeah, it's only 1 episode so far. But yeah, I guess, like, fucking Robin's killing people, Starfire's killing people, Beast Boy is Beast Boy. Like, at least from what I've read, like, that is a... he is Beast Boy. So, good there.
So that's something.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't... Like, I'm curious, but I don't want to subscribe to DC Universe. I don't want to give in to that. But
yeah, that's just like that. You could see some. You don't want to encourage these people.
But I'm probably gonna. I can't talk right now. I'm probably gonna end up getting it when Young Justice comes back out. Just because I really want a season 3, but.
Right now it's just
yeah.
Then you got the Disney one on Horizon. It's just like there's too many streaming apps. Oh crap! Speaking of which, were you awake or around yesterday when YouTube just died?
No, but I saw the aftermath.
Christ!
I kind of wish that happened now. So like, a lot of people. Well, actually, well, wait, we have 8 people that are watching. Hello, people. Really? Where did you all come from? Is YouTube down again?
You gotta find some alternate source of entertainment.
Yeah, but yeah, I was not. I was busy. I wasn't home, But yeah, I read about that afterwards. There's some people, I guess, that were streaming at the time that just, their numbers.
They saw a spike in numbers.
Like, whoa, what happened? Oh, YouTube, gone.
So I was sitting there making my art, just chilling, watching a live streamer just stream some crap, and then YouTube just clunks out. It just goes error. I'm like, oh, this is weird. But the streamer that I watch is just like, hey, my internet's a bit crap. When it rains, it just goes out. So if it rains, you guys might just the live stream might just clonk out. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I refresh, the stream comes back on for like 10 seconds and then clonks out again. I'm like, oh, this is weird. So I'm with AT&T right now, and AT&T, when you're torrenting too much or you torrent the wrong thing, they sort of
torrent?
Not me. I didn't say that. That's BG and all his horse porn. I told him about that, but he ain't listening to me. But he's not gonna listen to this episode.
Not at all. Maybe that so before the podcast, DA was like messing with settings on BG's computer, which is probably fucked at this point. But as he was messing with stuff, I kept hearing like a school bell ringing in my earphones, like as he was messing with shit. Gone now, but maybe it's some like really weird kink horse school porn.
That's basically where bestiality good comes from.
Yeah.
But
it's that it was actually that centaur anime. Hentai. Best of
which
both worlds.
one?
Touche. Continue this.
So usually when that happens, they send you a little link that just goes, hey, your internet's restricted until you go here and you click this little thing that just goes, hey, maybe don't torrent stuff. You click the thing, you get your stuff back.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's no real big deal. So I'm just like, did that happen? And usually when that happens, they restrict all sites that lead to video content. So Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just type in a manga site. Manga site works. Okay, I'll check Twitter. Twitter's fine. I'm like, okay, so it's not that. I go on my phone, like, okay, let me check on my phone. Phone doesn't work. I'm like, okay, maybe it is the Wi-Fi. I'll switch on over to the 4G. Still doesn't work. I'm like, okay, there's nothing else that I can conceivably do, so it's gotta be YouTube is down. Checked on Twitter, people just screaming, you where
life ends as we know it for the 4 hours or whatever it was.
It was about an hour and a half. And when I sit there and make my art, it's about an hour and a half of me just on YouTube, just stuff, junk, whatever, just noise, whatever. So I'm just sitting there like, what now? What
do I do with my hands?
What do I do? I need stuff without work. So I was just sitting there just go, oh man.
How many tabs did you get to close? All the YouTube tabs they
Zero. Tabs are still open, homie. What am I, an idiot? Come on now. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just sitting there and I'm just like, what do I do? I don't watch any real Twitch streamers or anything. But I remember the only Let's Player that I listened to, Two Best Friends, they had a website. They don't anymore, so they moved all the stuff that's not on YouTube over to Vimeo. So I'm like, hey, Vimeo, my boy.
Come in the back.
You remember me.
In the clutch. It's always there.
I'm sure they saw a big spike in traffic.
Like, they've been around for so long. I would be curious, just like what their annual profit margin is.
Yeah, them and Daily Motion both are just like,
how do they make money?
Yeah. Yeah, whose first choice is Vimeo?
I don't know.
So yeah, that was a scary about an hour and a half. That's when you realize it's like, oh, you don't know what you got till it's gone. It hurts not to just go, hey, this song that I like, let me just type that up. Nope. And then you just like all these weird, obscure like Persona 5 rock remixes that are just I don't have them on my phone or anything. They're just on YouTube. I'm like, what if YouTube is just gone forever? That's just gone. I'll never get to hear that.
Just like in the corner in the fetal position, just like, what do I do? What do I do with my life?
What? Like what now? I don't want to watch a movie.
Just even thinking about that too, like some people just they don't have like copies of their stuff.
Yeah, it's so just all there.
If it's just gone, not on YouTube, it's just fucking gone.
It's just gone. So yeah, that was a very, very. I think it was trending #1 for a while on Twitter. It was just a really, really scary time.
Yeah, I was not
fun.
Out and about on the town, knew absolutely nothing about it.
Not fun.
Till I got home. I've been like, because I haven't really been watching Grump series that much anymore. And that's like the most that I watch of YouTube. I've been watching more Critical Role content than anything, just because they have a bunch of new shows now. And a lot of that is streamed, so I just catch the streams usually. I'm basically going back to how TV was, where I am sitting in a certain spot at a certain time and I watch the live stream. It's amazing how cyclical that is.
Ew. So archaic.
So, are you just full-blown collage mode, or are you playing any games right now?
Okay. Ooh, good. I can talk about this. So, I love The World Ends With You on the DS. Great game.
That came out this past week on Switch, didn't it?
The problem with that is, apparently, it just sucks.
Really?
It did not make the conversion well, because on the 3DS, you have, in order to, you have pins. And in order to activate your pins, they each have a different activation. Some of them you have to use a stylus to tap the screen like 6 times and it'll activate. Some of them you just sort of slice and it'll some of them are just circle. Some of them are, it's a whole bunch of activations. Tons and tons of it. So with the Switch version, you have two versions. You have the docked version and you have the undocked version. With the docked version, you have to take your Joy-Cons and you point them at the screen and you do those actions.
Okay.
The problem is the Joy-Cons are not very good with that. And as such, say you need to shake it in order to create an earthquake. So you shake it and then all of a sudden the Joy-Con just goes off the screen and you can't reset it. So you have to, and that is a big problem with all of it's a very precise game in that way. So you can do it undocked, but that's not as much fun, and you still need to use your finger to do all that, and it's not very precise. So apparently it's just a huge bust, and I am super salty about it and sad because I love that game and I was very excited about it, and I'm not even gonna touch it anymore. It's not worth my time. Yeah, it sucks. Other than that, Burnout is I'm going back to old games. Burnout, man, that game is cheap. I hate it. Bull crap.
The racing game, right?
The racing game, yep. And racing games are a special breed because no matter what, they have to make sure you're 2 cars behind. Otherwise, you're just blowing through everything. So I'm like, I got a pretty nice car. Oh, this guy got a much better car, of course. Oh, I just got that car, but he got 2 cars ahead of me. So it's always just a rat race of just like, almost, little mo, you can do it. So that's frustrating and fun. So I was playing that for like an hour, just frustrated, going through the same race over and over and over again. And I stopped and I'm like, am I having fun? So I had to just sort of pull back on that a little bit. I talked to you a little bit about Platinum and Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
which was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't even fuck around with like actually hunting the hidden spots. I looked up a guide and just looked up videos.
So what I did was I equipped it a little thing that's like when you get close to it, the little icon will show up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll take care of all the crimes, all the little research things I need to, everything I need to do while getting the pictures. It's a twofer. It's great. So I went through from place to place to place to place, just getting all the crimes and all the tokens and stuff. I'm like, okay. At the end of all of that, I had like 41, I think. So I'm like, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna first off, I'm just gonna go from the very top Harlem, I believe it is, from Parker's Grave. I'm just gonna make a full circle on the outer line of New York, and I'm just gonna come back here, and I'm just gonna get everything on the edge. That's my whole game plan right now. Just get everything on the edge, all the little pictures.
Mhm.
I got that. I got out to like I think it was 44. So I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go to each little part of the city, and I'm just gonna sort of lawnmower it. I'm gonna go from one edge. I'm gonna go down a block, and I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna go down a block, and then I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna go down a block, and then I'm gonna go back. And I did that. Once I got all the way down, I had 48. I'm like, this shouldn't be something wrong here. I all my bases. I did it. I did it all. I did it. I had a plan. Lawnmower. That's what I called it. I had a plan. I did it. You saw it. So I was sitting there. I think once I started, just when I was sat down, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna platinum this. I think it was like 4 o'clock. I think around, I think 8 or 9 is when I texted you like, hey Mike, what hey, how you doing? First off, you know.
Yeah, that you just texting me by myself. I'm just like, huh, this is weird.
Uh-oh. So I remember you talking about it. I'm like, okay, if anybody knows, it'll be Mike. So like, it was like, hey, did you platinum this? You're like, yep, yeah, I did, yeah, I did.
In a weekend.
You're like, I did a guide. I'm like, I don't want no guide. That's too easy. But I was missing two. You were like, oh, Statue of Liberty. I'm like, the statue. And I was real close to mine. I was like, take a picture. Like, boom, statue. 49. 49. So like, I got one left. I'm like, what? How? Where?
What was
So
it?
I just, it was in Central Park.
Okay.
I did not swing through there as thoroughly as I could have because it's trees, and I'm just like, I'll just jump near it. It's fine, whatever. But I think each time when I was lawnmowering, there was no way to properly lawnmower it because it doesn't have any blocks. So I just like, yeah, I'll just jump through it. It's fine, whatever. So I was just really frustrated, just sort of mad, swinging like, you show yourself.
Just, you imagine like actual life, just Spider-Man swinging through Central Park. Where is it?
What are you waiting for?
Spider-Man, there's a... Shut up!
So yeah, that was me. I think, yeah, once I took that, I'm like, yes! It is just a little personal accomplishment. That's done. You know, it took me about, I think I ended up at about 11. So it was just a whole big time of me just going, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, we played games very differently. So I could not move on with the story until I had done everything you possibly could except the story.
Really?
So basically every time like a new set of crimes opened up, I did all the crimes.
See, that's the same thing that I did, where it was just like, hey, catch the pigeon. I was like, of course I'm gonna catch all these pigeons right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't do every single, little crime where you swing around and you get the little sable people. That was my problem.
Did that? I did.
And the research tokens, because I didn't really find the research tokens very entertaining.
I did that. I did the research tokens as soon as I got them. I did the backpacks. I did everything.
The backpacks were the first thing that I did in the entire game. It was backpacks and then landmarks, and then they were like, hey, do the story. I was like, fine.
Well, the first thing I did was the towers, just because in any game like that, I need to uncover the map. It's a problem.
It was towers and then backpacks.
It's a problem. Fucking Assassin's Creed, Breath of the Wild, unlock the map.
Yeah, exactly. You need the whole world to open up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't
Breath of the
judging you.
Wild did something like kind of on purpose, but it still pissed me off. So there's like the big ass towers you have to climb, and then you have to have enough stamina in order to get up them. So you have to find shrines and increase your stamina as you're finding these towers. And one of them is located in the middle of the tundra, so you need warm clothing, or you can just try and fucking tough it out and just constantly eat food and try not to die in the cold. And the other one is in the middle of the volcano area of Death Mountain. So, as you get to a certain point in proximity to Death Mountain, you just burst into flames unless you have the appropriate either potions or clothes. And your health just goes boop, 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 boop. Like it just goes down. The first time it happened, I'm just like, oh, I'm on fire. Oh shit, I died. And I tried again.
Wait. Oh.
And I tried again, and then like I was on fire, but then I just turned around and like rolled off a mountain to get myself not on fire. And I was so annoyed because I had to like do part of the story mission to get the clothes. I'm just like fucking making me do things not in my order. Let me play the game how I want.
Playing you. It's wrong.
But yeah, it's an OCD thing. There's kind of a little bit. I need to go back and play. It's why I kind of stopped playing Assassin's Creed Origins. There's other stuff that came out, but just the map was so fucking enormous that I was just like, just I need to take a break. I haven't like touched really anything. I might pick up Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it's not drawing me in really. There's nothing about it that's just like I need to play this. I think I've played too many Assassin's. I kind of got unenamored, if that's the right word, by the series when Desmond died. Did you play any of the Assassin's Creeds? I know BG did.
0%.
Okay, because they had the character who's basically was the main dude whose genealogy you were going back and seeing the memories of. And I liked that dynamic, and I liked like the battle that he was fighting against the Templars and what have you. And they kill him off. And then like the story air quotes kind of ended. But they kind of just kept going with like, oh, the war is still happening against assassins and Templars. It's just like your random employee B here and this and yada yada that. And I didn't get into it as much.
Yeah, there's sometimes games just don't grab you, and you're just like, I kind of wish it just did grab me.
And then
I felt that about the new Star Ocean, where I was like, And then the Tales games are very touch and go. It's just like,
oh, yeah.
There's a good one, there's a bad one, there's a good one, there's a bad one, and you always want it to be good.
Did you play Berseria?
I played like half of it, and then BG had to send it back via GameFly. I'm hoping to, once I get a little free time, to go back to that. But I was enjoying it.
Okay. Like I enjoyed Zestria more, but like it's definitely not my least favorite Tales game.
Yeah, the story is what really got me.
Of like
that's why I'm like, I want to see where this goes.
The revenge plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst Tales game still is Xillia for me. I did not like that game.
So I just finished Xillia 2. And I was just like, I enjoy this action. The action is fun. The side quests are fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna skip all this story bullcrap. I don't care. And that's a perfectly fun game when you play it like that.
Like no one else fucking plays it.
Like no one else plays it, and no one else should play it. Because you're just crapping over all these people hard works with the story and voice acting. I'm muting this. I'm putting on a podcast, and I'm gonna just fight. But yeah, that is not a very good game.
I saw people call 911 because YouTube was down.
People crazy.
911, what's your emergency? I don't know what to do! Calm down, what is it? YouTube is down!
I was watching a cat video and then I wasn't.
What happened to the cat? What happened? Ma'am, calm down. What does the fox say? He told me to just do it, but I don't know what. What other video? Like a cut-off message. What other video can do that? Oh, I'm wrecking my brain now. Fuck. There's got to be a meme out there.
Yeah, there is. There's something.
Oh, fuck. God, I can't think of anything. It's late. We've actually gone a full podcast, just the two of us.
Of course it is. We're awesome. We don't bang horses.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Until proven otherwise.
So, we have 20 horse fucking facts. Is that the
40 facts about horses?
Okay. Oh man, it should have been at least 70, so I could have picked 69. 16.
16. Horses cannot vomit.
Huh.
A very, very useful thing for BG, I suppose.
Damn, dude. I ain't. You know what? You know what? Good for you, man.
Screw him.
Hung like a horse. Hung bigger than a horse. Oh, fuck.
He'll never hear this.
As he's commenting in the thread right now, listening to this right now. Or is that you?
That's me.
Oh, okay. I thought
He ain't listening.
Okay.
He'll never hear this.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week. Laters.